Hi, I'm Eric Miller, and this is the Forgotten Halls of the Library of Alexandria. I'm going to show you what is basically my first attempt to gray box and art pass an entire level that I designed through the Unreal Engine. Everything here was designed and modeled either in Unreal or in Maya, and all the textures were made with Substance Designer. So what I've made is kind of my own creation of the Lost Library of Alexandria. I was trying to build a space that I felt was historic in a sense, and to try to make it feel as real as I could. One of the main reasons I decided to choose the Library of Alexandria is that although a lot of the basic shapes and designs and outlines of the place are agreed upon, the more specific layouts and spatial ideas are really lost in the fire of Alexandria, which means I have a lot of room to follow some certain guidelines while still making changes that I'd like to. Another interesting piece for this is that the Library of Alexandria has long been considered important in its lost secrets. Having burnt down with everything inside it, it's believed that there were many scrolls or other hidden ideas that were lost forever, which I feel creates a very simple idea of trying to go through these halls and search for what was lost. One of the big design issues I had coming in is I knew I wanted the space to be entirely naturally lit, but not depend on any sort of standing lights. Meant that I had to find a way to provide enough light to come in from what would just be a single sun source. What I ended up doing is restyling the second floor walls to include these massive sunlights all around. And I feel like they did a great job lighting up the space, and especially providing a nice bit of flourish with the god rays. So this space here was very much included in my original design. One thing about the library was that it wasn't just a library. It was also a space that was a lot like a university, where it had a lot of different spaces. Coming into here, a lot of people think this might be a bathhouse or something of the like, but I really styled it after what would be considered a small amphitheater, where someone would come in and teach to people who would sit around. With this library, the final piece that I felt was important was if I wanted it to be about capturing the lost secrets, if I wanted the space to have a level of realism to it, though, that led to something much more inspiring, I knew there had to be a secret, a big one too. So this is the final room that you come into. You need to have collected all but this scroll in order to get in. And once you get in and you pick up the final scroll, you set off a secret staircase. Mechanically designing the staircase was actually kind of simple, just having to have it lerp from one position to another. Although switching it from the original models and rescaling it when I decided to bring in these bookcases ended up being a lot more challenging. So once you've collected all but the very last scroll, you make it down to the secret hallway. You get to reveal the final secret of my lost halls of Alexandria. The final scroll and a nice view of the place from the outside. When I began designing, I had actually planned on using the outer staircase to lead into the building, but I found that I spent 99% of my time just moving around the inside, exploring the spaces there. So I ended up just using the outside space for this final reveal, being able to see what the entire place looks like, for a chance to get that last scroll. Yes! I'm Eric Miller. And those are the Forgotten Halls.